All right, guys, Nutty Sports Gamer here. 2000 NBA Finals, Warriors, Hornets, Michael Jordan versus Jason Kidd. Full disclosure, there's only about two jump-worthy games in the finals. I include the 2000 draft in the back half of this video. But as you see here, 117-98, the Warriors beat the Hornets in Game 1 despite a great performance from Michael Jordan. Maybe this one is the jump-worthy one. Uh, I don't know, but I was a little bit disappointed that there weren't that many close games for these finals. And but this one I think is worthy of jumping into. So let's do that. 82-76. 10 minutes left to go. So let's watch as much of this as we can. Uh, and we'll see if it stays close or if it gets out of hand. Either way, I'll come back later to wrap things up.
Here's Snow. He dishes it to Jordan. The shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Kidd. It's rebounded by Snow. For Charlotte, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Pass to Jordan. Over Howard. Jordan, no luck.
And the D got super lucky he didn't drain that one.
Good against Snow. Out left to the wing. Howard with it. The leaner falls for it. That was a difficult shot. Howard's got 12 points in just the second half. Charlotte trails by 8. Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Barry the pass to Ryder. Goes up the baseline. The Hornets pull it in. Here is Rogers. Rob. And here is Kidd. Pass to Barry. Good in the assist to Kidd. Barry's got 4 points in the quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors. I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Now, here's Jordan. Over Barry. A shot by Jordan, no good.
His shooting has just dropped off in this quarter. He needs to rediscover his rhythm.
Now the pass to Barry. Good on the triple. Barry's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
Well, you got to admire and appreciate the unselfishness. I mean, Kidd always looking up and looking out for his guys. I mean, excellent at finding the open man.
Kidd against Snow. Passes it to Doherty. Over Howard. And the Hornets miss again. Warriors leading by 13. Here's Ryder. To the left side wing. Pass to Kidd. 6 on the shot clock. Traps in the tray. Kidd's got 35 in the game.
They've gotten out to a big lead because of superior play on both ends.
No better way to do it. It's much easier to win games when you own both sides of the floor.
And the dunk by Jordan.
No doubt about the brilliance of Jordan as a player. Outstanding at knowing when to go get that alley-oop.
Pass to Barry. To the middle. Poke loose. Kicks to Sanders. And the pass to Kidd. And the double-up kick. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in. Barry's got 11 in the second half.
Great recognition to read the D and go with the floater. Beautiful touch.
Passes to Doherty. Over Howard. Doherty with the bucket. Doherty's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, when Doherty's focused in on scoring, nothing's going to stop him. Did a good job taking the contact there.
Barry the pass to Ryder. Snow against Kidd. Smith checked in for the Hornets.
First team foul. Hornet substitution. Charles Smith.
Pass to Ryder. Sanders with a screen on Rogers. Ryder no good. And so Jordan will bring it up for the Hornets. Pass to Rogers. Launches a three. Tries again. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Doherty.
The putback. Doherty makes it look so easy.
Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, he wrecked.
Okay, things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Warriors, Jawan Howard. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Bushler's checked in for Pollard. That one misses. Charlotte trails by 13. Bushler the pass to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. And stolen by Howard. Here's Ryder. He kicks the Kidd. The pass to Ryder. Grant surveying the D. Shot clock at 5. Ryder, then the pass to Howard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, the way his shot went so wide, pretty obvious he got fouled.
Oh, yeah, plenty of contact there.
Jawan Howard. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Howard. And the Hornets making a change here. Lewis is checked in. And so Howard nails both of them. Here's Snow. And if they're going to make a move, Clark, this is a good time to start.
You're right, because there's still plenty of time left in the game, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of reach.
First team foul.
Knocked loose.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
Yep, that one goes in there.
I like that they're putting in the work trying to build this lead out.
Because in the NBA, no lead is safe.
Now Jordan. Passes it to Doherty. Puts the move on. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan. Jordan's got his 3rd assist on the night. Warriors leading by 15. Outside Kidd. Kidd is double. Pass to Barry. Free throw line jump shot. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Doherty's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Snow. Left side, Jordan. And that's collected by Grant. Warriors have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Barry the pass to Kidd. That one goes. Count it. Kidd's got 37.
Pure bucket getter. Kidd has it all.
Here's Snow. Doherty with the screen on Kidd. Here's Snow. Here's Doherty. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Doherty's got 12 points in just the second half. Kidd against Snow. A floater. Grant kicks to Kidd. No good from outside.
That might as well be a layup if you give him that much space.
You have to do a better job of taking away space from him, especially when he's lining up in a three.
Now here's Lewis, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All right, I think we can call it a day with this game. It's 101-86 at this point. Game never really took off again. I don't know. It just I wanted to include about as much of it as possible because maybe a comeback could happen. But at this point it feels pretty much impossible. 105-92 is the final score. 40 points for Michael Jordan, but the Warriors all of a sudden have a 2-0 series lead in the finals. And watching them, they're just a well-oiled machine. You got to say. I mean, they have shooters galore, right? Brent Barry, Jason Kidd, Allen Houston, Isaiah Ryder. And then they have some really nice bigs, right? Horace Grant, Juwan Howard. So, yeah, I think that's what we're up against here. Not quite 2004 Pistons, going to work Pistons, just comparing to real life. Not quite that. But this team certainly has, as we see, Jordan scored 55 points in Game 3 in a Hornets win. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves here and see what the Hornets are able to do in Game 4. Yeah, see another game that's not very close. Not really close at all. 114-92. Michael Jordan, 36 points, 15 assists. He is just playing lights out all playoffs. He is absolutely lights out. It's just it's a marvel to see him go to work. But again, look at this, man. Not even close. Game 5, 125-98. This time the Warriors win. They're up 3-2 in the series. Michael Jordan had 45 points, it looked like. So Jordan is not the problem here. The Hornets just cannot keep up with the Warriors so far. But let's check out. Well, this might be a series clincher if the Warriors could win this game. If not, we're going to get a Game 7. Let's check it out. We're in Charlotte for Game 6 of the NBA Finals.
Here's Snow. Out to the wing. To the left side wing. Mills passes to Jordan. That shot off. The Warriors go the other way. Kicks at the Kid. Good on the 13-footer.
And the handles Kidd possesses are remarkable. Able to create scoring opportunities all by himself.
Tipped away. One-on-one here.
Hornets foul. Eric Snow. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors? First free throw is good.
And when you think of elite floor generals, how could you not think of Jason Kidd? I mean, he makes everybody around him better all the time.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Snow. Jordan on the wing. Lays it up and banks it in.
The D's got to offer more resistance. Jordan is too skilled this close to the basket.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
That's such a big play here in a close game like this one. Great concentration from him.
Warriors leading by 5. Barry the pass to Kidd. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Kidd against Snow. Pass to Mills. Left side, Jordan. Back to Mills. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Snow. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Barry. Out left to the wing. Left side, Kidd. Sanders sets the screen for Kidd. No problems knocking that one down. Kidd's got 6 here in this quarter.
Pure bucket getter. Kidd has it all.
Outside, Jordan. There's the pick. 20 feet out. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. Jordan's got 19 points.
That's exactly the shot they're looking for. That's the one they wanted. Get it into his hand and let him do his thing.
You have to lean on your guys in close games like this. The NBA is a stars league.
Kidd, good.
Kidd will take whatever you give him out there now. Very opportunistic as a shooter.
Snow against Kidd. Taken away by Kidd. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, you got to respect Kidd's decision making. I mean, this guy is so good in the pick and roll, and he's comfortable passing or shooting.
Kidd against Snow. Poked away. Kidd with the steal. Inside. And another assist.
Turning defense into emphatic offense.
And Clark, we might see a timeout coming up here.
For sure.
Yeah, that is the definition of a momentum play. This team is fired up right now.
A shot by Jordan, no good.
And the D got super lucky he didn't drain that one.
Another possession, another assist.
Well, you got to admire and appreciate the unselfishness. I mean, Kidd always looking up and looking out for his guys. I mean, excellent at finding the open man.
And Jordan throws it down.
The ball goes up and Jordan brings it down. Nothing the defense can do about it.
Timeout.
They can keep focused.
Thank you, David. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Kidd kicks to Grant. Passes it to Barry. Got a piece of it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. Pass to Barry. Grant with a screen on Snow. 4 on the shot clock. No good from Grant.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Kidd against Snow. Mills passes to Jordan. Over Kidd. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Ryder, no good. Charlotte trails by 11. Jordan with it. The pass to Mills. Here's Ryder. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And, you know, they aren't showing any signs of easing up. Their offense looks superb right now.
They can't get careless with the lead. And so far, this hasn't been the case.
Here is Rogers. Here's Doherty. And it's sent back by Howard. Here's Ryder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Isaiah Ryder, taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Warriors making a change here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
He can do so much damage from the line. The defense has to be more careful around him.
Right wing, down low. Howard with the steal. Here's Ryder, guarded by Rogers. Ryder, no good. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Down by 15. It's Jordan on the wing. Over Houston. And that one hits back iron. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is where Doherty wants the ball, because he's adept at using his size to get defenses to compromise.
Brad Doherty at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
With his height, Doherty could rely on physical play to solve all his problems. But he has a more cerebral game and often looks for graceful solutions.
And the Hornets making a change here. Lewis is checked in. He's off on the second. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Left side Kidd lets it go from deep. Doherty grabs the board. Doherty's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. To the paint. Snow the pass to Mills. Doherty outside. Ball's knocked loose. For 3, Snow. Rebound, Grant. Grant's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Driving to the basket. Here's Howard. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals.
All right, let's jump towards the end of the game so we can see the celebration. The Warriors will be winning their 4th championship, I think, in franchise history. Their first in the sim. And I got more to say about that, but I'm going to wait until after the celebration. So let's watch the rest of this. Let's watch the Warriors finish things up in Charlotte.
Drop in.
He did enough to put this one away. Hard-fought battle, though.
Lewis misses. Now here's Kidd. And they've done it. The new NBA champion.
Thank you for coming out and supporting your team.
Oh, to be crowned a champion on the road is something else. To win and to do it with a crowd that was so emotional and so into this game, you've beaten the team and you've conquered everything that this great arena holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet moment for the home crowd. But all full credit to the visitors and the amazing job they did to never lose focus or drive. And boy, this is the moment they've been working towards all season long. And even if they don't get to celebrate in front of their home fans, That does not take anything away from the satisfaction.
Now, let's take you to the presentation of the Larry O'Brien Trophy. NBA Commissioner doing the honors.
So how about that, folks? The Warriors have won their 4th championship in franchise history. Jason Kidd. I want to focus on that for a second because Jason Kidd, in this sim, when he was drafted by the Warriors, it was exciting because he's from Oakland, right? So here's a hometown kid getting to play for the local team, the Golden State Warriors. But who would have thought he would have brought a freaking championship to Golden State in his prime, in the year 2000? What, 6, 7 years into his career? I did not see that coming at all. It's definitely a weird championship result, 2K being 2K, you could say that maybe, but watching the Warriors play, they look fun as hell. Jason Kidd just went absolutely ballistic. All playoffs, just playing insane. And maybe there's something to him, playing for his hometown and having pride in that or something, 24 assists for him. Just crazy. Michael Jordan also had an excellent performance all playoffs and played really well in these finals. It's a shame he couldn't cap it off with a 7th ring. But Jason Kidd, man, I think that's what we got to focus on here. I think that's what we got to ultimately. That's what we come away with here. Hometown kid. He went to Cal for college, and he gets drafted with the number 1 pick by Golden State. And in this sim, Golden State struggled up until he got drafted. They had Len Bias, but they could never really break through. They had John Starks for a few years, and Len Bias, and Purvis Short, Joe Barry Carroll. But once they got Jason Kidd and then Juwan Howard in the same draft, that is when things really started to turn around for this franchise in this sim. And here we are, year 2000, and they are NBA champions. NBA champions with Jason Kidd. This is one of my favorite things to do. I'd like to check out the roster, the Warriors roster. As we can see now, check out Jason Kidd's accolades now, right? He's a champion, 4-time All-Star, 6 years as a pro. So he can add being an NBA champion to his resume, which is really nice for him to have that. And really just kind of adds to his legend in this sim. It's really exciting stuff for him to be able to win it. And, he's also first team all defense. So that's nice. Juwan Howard, he's a first-time champion, so is Isaiah Ryder. Allen Houston, never won one in real life. Yeah, here he is winning with the Warriors. Horace Grant won 2 with the Bulls in 92-93. Then he comes back to the finals, wins 1, gets his 3rd ring. Brent Barry with his 1st. Jeff Sanders with his 5th. He had several with the Bulls. And here's other guys, Earl Boykins, Todd Day, so Brian Steeth, Melvin Booker, Othello Harrington. And yeah, the rise. It's I don't know. The roster after Brent Barry, it's not the deepest roster. It was really just odd. It's just odd. That's all I can say. But hey, hats off to the Warriors. Player retirements: James Worthy. There's some big ones here. James Worthy, Sam Perkins, and what? Michael Jordan. No. I did not see that coming. I had checked his player status, and it did not say he was going to be retiring. If I had known that that's where that was going, I would have framed this entire season differently. But Michael Jordan isn't retiring, not this year. What this means, though, usually how this works with 2K, we'll bring him back for one more year, but almost certainly he's going to be retiring after the next season. So that is a big thing. Now, we know this going into the 2001 season that Michael Jordan is going to be retiring. So we're going to have a retirement party, retirement tour for Michael Jordan. That's going to be 2001. It's going to be a running theme throughout next season is Jordan's retirement. As you see, Joe Dumars also retired, Roy Hinson, Hot Rod Williams, Gerald Wilkins. Joe Dumars, won a championship with the Mavericks, multi All Star. So we'll see if that's enough to get him in the Hall of Fame. His All Star accolades and being a champion, it might not be a big enough resume. Gerald Wilkins had a number of great years with the Bullets until he finished things off in Miami. Chuck Person never was able to win a championship. He joined the Bulls too late, but he had a hell of a career. Mostly played with the Jazz. Chris Washburn's kind of like bounced around a bit. I don't think he won anything significant in his career. No, he was a backup center for most of his career. Spud Webb was a nice player for the Sonics for a long time. William Bedford, a decent role player. Mario Ellie, he's done. Lorenzo Charles won 3 championships with 3 different teams. That's pretty cool. Jose Antonio Montero didn't really do much in the league, but he's been around. Top from team to team. Armin Gilliam, he's done. Muggsy Bogues, Sayonara, he had a nice little career there. Donald Royal, played for the Celtics for a number of years. Chris Dudley, never really did much. Reggie Williams is retired. Played for the Kings and Nuggets. AJ Winder, Vincent Askew was a champion with the Celtics. Kevin Duckworth has called it a career. Played for the Cavaliers a number of years and bounced around. Tyrone Corbin, Ronnie Cycli, he's done. Who else? Willie Anderson, Vernon Maxwell. A lot of guys that were drafted in the late 80s. There's still some titans. There's some big names. As we see, Charles Smith retiring, Will Perdue as well. A lot of guys who got drafted in 1988. It's just kind of weird. Harold Presley won 6 championships with the Bulls. He's calling it a career as well. Norwood Barber, John Koncak. But yeah, there's some big names that have yet to retire. That we're going to be seeing an avalanche. You got guys like Ewing and Charles Barkley and Hakeem Olajuwon. Hall of Fame inductees. Looks like James Worthy was the only one worthy enough to make it to the Hall of Fame in 2K's eyes. But Joe Dumars did get his number retired with the Mavericks. So that's nice. James Worthy gets his 42 retired with the Lakers. He played there from 82 to 99. And Joe Dumars was a Maverick from 1985 to 1999. Was that 15 seasons? And he gets his number. No one will be able to wear number 4 for the rest of the sim for the Mavericks. That's pretty cool to have Joe Dumars join Mark Aguirre as guys with their jerseys retired for the Mavericks. They won. They were part of the 87 championship squad. And, I'm sure Charles Barkley would join Dumars and Aguirre as guys with their jerseys retired for the Mavericks, part of that 87 championship team. So that's pretty cool. Let's move on now to historic changes. They're going to be using a new timeout system starting in the 01 season. And you got some branding, logos, and floors changing for the Magic, Suns, and Clippers. The Suns, that's a big change, but the Magic and Clippers, I think I already made those changes because I wasn't sure when the NBA 2K was actually going to make them. So I don't think Magic and Clippers will look much different, but the Suns do have a big time branding logo floor change. That's going to be fun to look at. We'll check that out in the next episode, but let's check out the draft lottery. The 2000 draft is not all that, but there's some nice names at the top. Some not so bad names. Some decent players sprinkled throughout. Let's see how the lottery goes. So we got the Grizzlies with the 13th pick of the draft. They had a really good season, 40 and 42, and they might have another pick. They might have another pick right here. Yes, they do. The 12th pick of the draft is going to belong to the Grizzlies. That was originally the Timberwolves pick. They had gotten the Wolves pick because of the Stephon Marbury trade. And then the Suns will get pick 11. They also barely missed the playoffs. So pick 11 goes to the Suns. There's their new logo. Lots of fun. I'll miss the old logo, though. Cavaliers with the 10th pick. That actually belonged to the Raptors, that pick. And there was a given to the Cavaliers via trade. So the Cavaliers get pick number 10 in this draft. The Nets with pick number 9. They also had a pretty good season, but just missed the playoffs. I think they went 38-44 for the season. So we'll see if they can add anybody interesting to their roster to help Steve Nash get back to the playoffs. Milwaukee Bucks with the 8th pick of this draft. They were certainly disappointing this season, and there's going to be a lot of questions for the Bucks this offseason. They got to really take a long look in the mirror and decide what direction they want to go. Meanwhile, the Cavaliers get a 2nd pick in this draft. Not the 2nd pick. They just get a 2nd pick, and it's the 7th pick. I feel like there's a less complicated way to explain that, but there it is. The Hawks. Looks like they get a top 6 pick, which originally belonged to Boston. That's right. That was the Paul Pierce trade. So the Paul Pierce trade that sent Chauncey Billups to Atlanta, the Celtics threw in a pick, and it was this one. The Nuggets get the 5th pick of the draft. Very disappointing season for the Nuggets. They got rid of Mutombo along the way, and they get the 5th pick. So we'll see what they do with that. The Mavericks, they also had a really disappointing season. They are not going to have the 4th pick. That's going to belong to the Wizards, which sucks for them. They had a terrible season, 12-70, and they end up with the 4th pick of the draft. So that's not great for the Wizards. We'll see if they're able to make something of it. Meanwhile, the Bulls will not get the 3rd pick. That's going to belong to the Mavericks. So the Mavericks get the 3rd pick. We'll see what they can do with that. Meanwhile, it's either going to come down to the Bulls or the Jazz. Let's see who's going to get the number 2 pick. It's going to belong to the Bulls. So the Bulls get the number 2 pick of the 2000 NBA draft, and that means the Jazz. The Jazz, this is pretty much the Kenyon Martin sweepstakes. Kenyon Martin, I think we can all safely say, was the best player of this draft. So yeah, the Jazz are going to be able to get Kenyon. The Jazz could be interesting. I think they could. They're going to have some bumps and bruises, maybe this year and next year. But that Jazz team, Steve Francis, Anton Jameson, who I guess would move to small forward, and you add Kenyon Martin and Lorenzen Wright. It's not a bad team. That's not a bad team. They're going to be. They need some time to develop, but Steve Francis and Kenyon Martin, there's something there. There's something there. I think the Jazz can work with that. For cornerstones for their franchise. We'll see what they're able to do with that. Meanwhile, the Bulls get the number 2 pick. Mavericks get the number 3 pick. We'll see what they do. We'll see. The Mavericks, maybe this is time to start a rebuild, honestly, with the Mavericks. It's just not looking great, but we'll get into that kind of stuff in the next episode, because we only have 5 minutes left in this episode. Can't really get into all the transactions and state of the franchise types of things with this episode. But these are the prospects. Again, you get Kenyon Martin, great. Then Jason Hart, Marko Jaric, Hedo Turkoglu, definitely a great player, or a really good role player. Darius Miles. There's some guys. Desmond Mason, Jamal Magloire, Jamal Crawford, right? Jay Crossover, Michael Redd could be a nice pickup. So whoever gets him, Speedy Claxton, Quentin Richardson. There's some guys. It's still bad. It's still a bad draft. But there are definitely some interesting, some cool role players in this draft. And you have Kenyon Martin, who really he is a really good player. And Hedo Turkoglu, I don't mean to. He's a fine player too. Let's get into the draft though. Let's just get right into it. Come on. Okay, here we go. Jazz are on the clock, and with the number 1 pick of the 2000 draft, yes, the Utah Jazz will select Kenyon Martin. The Bulls are going to select Stromile Swift. Okay, Mavericks. They're going to get Turkoglu, which is a nice pickup for them. That's very nice. Very interesting. Wizards with Jason Hart, point guard out of Syracuse. Yeah, a lot of these are going to be shrug-worthy. Darius Miles goes to the Nuggets. Solid pickup for them. And then you have Deshaun Stevenson. Oh, Deshaun Stevenson is in this draft too. He's going to the Hawks. Cavaliers get Marco Jaric. I don't really know much about him. I don't know much about Jaric. I'm going to look him up after this is over. Jamal Crawford going to the Bucks. That's cool. That is cool. Hopefully he has a long career in this sim. Courtney Alexander to the Nets. Cavaliers will select Dan Lange. I don't know. I have no thoughts about that. Malik Allen to the Suns. And now the Grizzlies have 2 picks in a row. Let's see what they do. Jabari Smith Jr.'s dad, Jabari Smith. And then you got Michael Redd. Wow. Michael Redd. Grizzlies have made some really interesting picks. They've had some really interesting drafts these last couple of years. Jamal Magloire goes to. I'm saying that Jamal Magloire. He goes to the Magic. He made an All-Star in real life. Desmond Mason goes to the Rockets. Notable player, Donald Harvey to the Nuggets. Anybody else? Oh, there's still Q-Rich, right? Quentin Richardson still. LeVar Postal or Eaton Thomas. Don't know much about him. Brian Cardinal. Yeah, I feel like there's someone left. There's someone out there though. Chris Porter. That's not him. Not him. Bulls are gonna select Chris Mim. Okay, yeah, that guy was a guy. Sort of. Definitely recognize the name. Hano Motola. Hornets Jason Collier. That sounds familiar as well. Vaguely familiar. Keon Dooling. Okay. Who else we got? The Nets are going to select Pete McKeel, who was a teammate of Kenyon Martin's. And then you got Joel Prisbilla. Knicks are going to select Eddie Gill. Again, I don't know much about him. Warriors selecting Mike Batiste. So yeah. All right, let's skip to the end. Did we see where Quentin Richardson got drafted? I don't know. I don't know if we saw where Q-Rich got drafted. Hopefully, did I miss it? Let's see where Q-Rich got drafted. Hopefully, I thought to check, but these are the first round results. And then let's check out round 2. Definitely some guys who slipped in round 2 that are notable, so let's check them out. Eddie House. Oh, Eddie House goes to the Knicks. Interesting. Eddie House was a nice role player. Mike Miller. Mike Miller goes to the Hornets. Huh. Very interesting. He definitely a notable guy. I gotta make sure those guys don't slip into free agency and go to obscurity. So I gotta keep an eye out for that because that sometimes happens. Morris Peterson. There's Q-Rich. Oh, to the Bulls. Nice. That's a nice pickup for the Bulls. Okay. Very nice. And Mateen Cleaves, Speedy Claxton to the Mavericks. All right, that's about it. Yep, that's the draft. Thank you very much for watching. Hey, next episode, I'm pretty sure I'm going to incorporate both the off-season and the first weekend of the 2001 season into one episode. That's usually what I do when I combine the finals with the draft. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Hope you're looking forward to that. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.